Today we're going to make the Smart Compact Bench Sawhorses with a twist. So the first thing I have to do is modify the templates that I used for making the exact same sawhorses for the Smart Total Station.
Hi, I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the Smart Wood Shop. If you want to get a detailed set of plans to build a smart wood shop for yourself or one of my workbenches, you can go to thesmartwoodshop.com, link down below, and in our store, you can purchase the plans and download them 24/7, 365. Also in our store, you'll find some great affiliates like TSO and Atlas 46. If you purchase anything from our store, they will give you your same price that they give you every day, but they'll give a little bit to us, which helps us make these videos.
You can see the tab there in the middle that I added to the template. You'll see what I use that for in a bit. I used a 23 gauge pinner with 1-inch pins to attach the pattern to the material for routing it out. When I was done, I just popped it loose and then used a pair of side cutters, pulled the 23 gauge pins all the way through. I used a 1/16 roundover bit to radius all the edges to get a nice, smooth, clean looking sawhorse. Installing the hinges was quick and simple. I took two of the sides, put them head to head, made sure they were flushed up, and then I do like to use 4-inch wide square corner hinges, but I got such a good deal on these 3.5-inch round corners that I just had to go with them. And so I just didn't change anything on the design. I just centered them in the 4-inch mark, and it doesn't really matter if the slots on the bottom of the bench are a little bit wide. That side to side slot does not matter at all. I did use a piece of 12mm rip between the two. That gave me the perfect spacing to install the hinges. I spread the horses until I had them at exactly 26 inches, and then I took a piece of scrap and screwed them into place to hold them into position until I finished up with them. And then I repeated the process, so I had two identical sawhorses. I made a template so that I could cut out the holes in the bottom side of the bench so that the hinges from the sawhorses will index perfectly. Then I used the templates, attached them to the bottom side of the bench, took the router, made the cut, and so really not a lot of thinking there. That's what I love about template routing. Next up, I put the bench on the sawhorses. I wanted to get the exact spacing. Once I had that, I took some more scrap and screwed it together as a single unit, because next up, I am making a shelf across the bottom, a spreader spacer shelf that's going to both hold the sawhorses at the right spread, but also the right separation from each other. Another template, poor man's CNC, most versatile saw available to woodworkers. Now to test it all out, to see how it works. This is something I tried when I made the Smart Total Station, and I didn't get there, but this time I got there. There's going to be a lot of changes to this you'll see in future videos, but this was the point that I knew that it was going to work. Of course, a little test pack. I want to make sure everything fits and sets up quickly.
Here it is, the Smart Compact Bench. It's almost done. I have a little more sanding and detailing to do. I am experimenting with this spreader that I have on the sawhorses instead of the straps. This spreader, which is just a piece of 18mm plywood with 2 slots cut out of it. These are a little too big. There's a little too much slop. I went too small and then I jumped up. So I'm gonna dial these in. I've got the length of it right, the width of it right. And I've got the spacing on the slots right. I just need to narrow them up. I think about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to fool around with that. But the goal here is that I drop them in, and that spreader does two things. It locks the sawhorse in from opening up. It gives me the right spread on the sawhorse and the right spacing. And then all I have to do is lift the bench on top and set it down. And of course the hinges are slotted in just like all the other benches, so they will fit in and register. So literally an almost instant setup. When are the plans going to be ready? I don't know. I still have to dial it in, get this figured out, and I need to kind of test it out and work the bugs out. I will post a video immediately when the plans are ready and in the store for you to purchase and download. If you enjoy these videos and you'd like to see me make more, be sure to subscribe. And when you subscribe, It's important to ring that bell because that's the only way that YouTube will let you know when I put up a new video. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.